ID such that I can share the document. Okay. As I said, I'll be sharing the link, right? So that is our documents. So coming to DevOps, anyone has any idea what is DevOps? Fine. No, if you're not aware, if no, then good. Don't know, then that's fine. I'll be sharing what exactly happened. Okay. So DevOps, Dev and Ops. Okay. See, simple, very simple. The main problem was with the developer and Ops. Okay. These two people did not collaborate together, and there were so many other issues which has happened. Right. That's what the DevOps has come. The name has come, developer and Ops. Okay, the person who will interact with these two people, that it is, that we call as DevOps here. Okay, so Dev is for developer, Ops is for operation person. Okay, so the name has come for the from this DevOps. Okay, so yeah, what happened, developer also, a way of working with developer and operation, it's not like, again, you might have asked a question like, will they manage? No, they will not manage. They will sit with them and they work together. Okay, as I have mentioned, there were 6 tools which we will be studying, right? Those are the tools which will fall under DevOps, and if anything related to those tools or software, we will look after that is DevOps engineer, right? So that is called DevOps. Okay, so why this infinity sign, I'll tell you in some time. This is clear, right? So to collaborate and work together with DevOps, dev and operation, we call as DevOps. Okay, fine. See, we all have a destination. We all have something, right? Destination in the sense we have booked Ola or something. We tell him, destination where from where to where, right? If you're not telling, I just want to come with you whole day, will he take you? No, right? The same way here also, we all are here to work on DevOps, right? Why DevOps, right? But before DevOps, we should know why DevOps. Who from where DevOps has come, right? That is the main part. So here, DevOps, before DevOps, there was a method called waterfall, model. Okay. So waterfall, what did it do? So here, basically in this, they were requirement, design, development, testing, deployment, and maintenance. These are the process which were there. Okay, you can see it, right? Like waterfall. Anyone has seen, right? Waterfall, how waterfall will be there? There's from, from the about top, the water will be flowing and all, right? The same way, here also there's a flow of water, right? So here there's a waterfall. That's what the name has come, waterfall. Okay, that is not a part like how and all, but only a concept is, let's say, in this method, if somebody, they have stuck in some process, they have to do it from the beginning. It's not like easy way, or it's not like they can start it like what currently DevOps is doing. Okay, let's say something happened in, design part, they should not, they should wait until, all the next, whatever the next step is completed, then again come back. Okay, so they have to complete one by one, then they understand after completion of this, they have done mistake here in design or in development. So again, it's time taking, right? Time consuming. Company have to pay for their, employees, and there's a time consuming, your projects is not done on time. So this was a problem where, software engineers faced. Okay, the other method was agile methodology. So your agile methodology is something where like you're also plan, design, develop, test, deploy, and review. These are the steps. Okay, not to worry, this is not our part to look into it, but only remember there were few steps which has involved into this method. Okay, this is an agile methodology which has come into picture. But here, even though this process did not solve the problem. Okay, so example to understand or tell in a very layman language, let's say we are planning a house. Okay, for this we required, we require planning, right? We need a civil engineer who will design, or architect, whoever is, but you need a proper planning. When you have constructed your second floor, then you say, I want to go back to my basement and, do some changes. It's not possible, right? The same situation developer faced, right? In this waterfall method, that complication was the, it was that complication for people to, to face that, so it was not easy. Everything was, you have to do it from the scratch. Okay, it was not that easy also. Coming to agile method, it was divided into chunks. Uh, let's say like they have given some time period between 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, 1 to 2 weeks time period is given. After 1 to 2 weeks, again they will take the suggestions, or not suggestions, they will take the feedback from the client or the user. So whatever he said, no, I'm not able to see some videos properly, some streaming is not happening, example I'm saying. Okay, again he will revert and do it something from the starting, right? Example, you're cooking a food. Okay, and then you're tasting for after every 5 or 2 minutes. Okay, you're saying there's no salt, there's no spicy, there's something missed, you want to add something, right? In that process, these two method followed. Okay, people, software engineers were completely, messed up with this. Okay, so even agile method was not enough. Okay, development was speed in this, but it did not solve the problem between deployment, infrastructure, CI/CD, and automation. Okay, there was no collaboration between dev and ops people as well. Okay, this was a process which was happening in the agile method. Okay, then our hero came, that is DevOps, right? So we will study here DevOps in depth, what it is, okay, why it has come. As I said, there was no collaboration between development person and developers and the operation team, right? Let's say why. Example, developer will give some file for develop deployments and all. He says on a system everything is working fine from his end, but operation nothing is working, right? He's saying no, you have given a wrong code or something issue from your end. You are blaming me. I will not do it. So they again from operation team there was no proper for operation team they did not guide. Who did not guide? This person developer did not guide him properly. So and he was not even ready to communicate, right? And the same thing happened with this operation team also. They did not tell developers will not help me. I will not do this. Okay, there was some fights or arguments between these two people. There was no proper. I can say there was a gap. Okay, that to fill that this person has come DevOps, right? Then as I said in agile process even the in deployment development was fast, but operation was very deployment was a problem, automation was a problem. So the main aim of DevOps is first is to collaborate, second is to speed up the delivery, third is for CI/CD, and for faster, reliable analysis. This is what the DevOps main aim is, or main of aim of DevOps is this. Okay. Yeah. So far, anyone has any doubts in this? So far, we just understood why DevOps came. Before DevOps, what was the issue? But now we will study exactly what is the life cycle of DevOps. Then this is the main picture, and to understand it, I'll help you out. Okay. First thing, it's an infinity sign. Why infinity sign? Again, I'll tell you. Okay. Before that, let's say we have taken some projects. Okay. In projects, what you require, we have to plan something, right? Without planning, it's not possible, right? So we have to plan. Then the next step is code, which we study on our version control, that is Git and GitHub. Okay. Code will be written here, and we will pull or push from it. Okay. This is again a Git. Okay, which we will be studying, and then build will happen, which will take place in Maven, then testing, okay, which will happen in Selenium. Okay, so this two parts are looked after by QA, if I'm not wrong, right? Test engineers will come, they will come and they test and everything will happen. Then next process will be integrate, right? From test to integrate, we call as CI. Okay, from integrate to deploy, we call as CD. Again, I repeat, CI CD we call it, right? And the tools is Jenkins, Argo CD. We have GitHub, actions and all, but that is a part, right? Well, let's say this is very famous tool and everyone knows about Jenkins, right? So here what happened? Test to integrate. One part we call as CI. From integrate to deploy, we call as CD, continuous delivery, right? This person is this tool is looking after this CI CD. Okay. The other one is operate. Okay. Again, I said you, right? Okay. For that, this whole part, this one set of infinity is looked after by developers. Your question might be there. Developer is looking after, then what is DevOps is doing, right? DevOps is looking after everything. He'll be in the plan. He'll be helping. He'll be taking the code from this person. Then whatever testing, everything is done, he will be also doing in that. Okay, Selenium and Maven we are not going to study, don't worry. But the common tools I have given. Okay, what we are doing, we will study once we are into the picture, not to worry. Okay, then your Jenkins, all your CI/CD, you person, DevOps will look after. You are the person who will look after this. Then comes operation team. Okay, ops team. What they'll do, they deploy, right? So they will deploy and they'll operate, then monitor. Okay, in operate, here we will be studying about Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes. Okay, and monitoring we will be on a AWS. Everyone know, right? CloudWatch is a monitoring tool. So on those things we will be monitoring. So here the infinity sign means, usually infinity sign means what? It's a continuous process. There is no end for that, right? Here also DevOps saying there is no end for your process. There is no end for your process, right? Whether it might be your continuous integration, continuous deployment, anything happen, your automation is there. That's what we will study in Terraform, right? Everything you give in code and your manual work is done into an automation work, right? That is again Terraform. Example I'm saying like that we have so many tools here on DevOps. Okay. So this is a normal basic life cycle of DevOps. How does it work? If anyone asks you in your interview, you can tell this, okay? In your DevOps life cycle, how do you study? Plan, deploy, sorry, develop, build, test, release, deploy, and operate and monitor. Okay, these things will happen. Okay, and it's not a one-time work. Okay, it's a regular process which will happen. Right. So far, anyone has any doubts? I want to ask.
While
Any?
Sudhir, Sudhir here, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
While when we implement a project, we want how these connectivities are there. Okay, means say how Git is related with Ansible, Jenkins, then Docker. So this flow we want to hands-on. Means clarity should be there. As we are new, we don't know anything. There
Yes,
are
Sudhir.
multiple tools. Yes.
Yes. Yes. See, example. If you ask me, for GitHub only, right? We have Bitbucket, we have GitLab, we have so many tools, okay? And there are many cloud native also which has been added currently, right? So it's of no like it's not compulsory that we should know all, right? So but you are well versed into this 5 to 6 or 7 tools of DevOps, and you can handle anything, right? Example to say we all are graduated in different fields, okay, but we are capable to write any exams if it come into, right? We are all eligible for that, like that. But DevOps also, we have so many other tools but not compulsory to read. But you come into a question, how did this both integrated and it will come into picture. That's what I am trying to explain here, okay? But exactly how it works, how it will reflect, that all I will be telling, okay, when we will start the class. How this, like example, Git, how Git is helping, why we require Git, right? For that we will study in depth when we start the class.
Sure, sure. Thank you, ma'am.
So apart from that, anyone has any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. See, not to worry. Day one, everything I should learn, it's not possible. Believe me, not possible. First day, I'm telling, I'm going slow because you should adopt the terminologies, understand what are the things and all. That all slowly we will be starting. Okay. Okay. The next is continuous integration. Okay. Whatever the plans we have done, right? How and where does it fall, right? Plan and code, which will fall under continuous development. Okay. Build and test, which will fall under continuous testing. Continue and deploy and operate, which will fall under continuous deployment. Monitoring, which will fall under monitoring. Okay. See, you no need to get confused. Like, you remember? No, not required. You should only know everything is happening in a continuous way. There is no stop, there is no waiting for anyone or something like that. Okay. Yeah. So coming to your question, which are the tools which will be starting, right? Git control, which is called as Git and GitHub. CI/CD, which is called Jenkins. IAC, which is called as infrastructure as code. Okay. So infrastructure has code. See, this is our tools, but here in our course we are not studying about Terraform. Okay, not to confuse, but Terraform is very much important to understand. So I'm telling you. Okay, let's say we have I have written IAS there. It should be IAC. Okay, sorry. So here what happened? Everyone are most of them know AWS, right? So let's say EC2, S3, some services you are creating, right? So when you create that, right? You do it manually, like some configuration is required. Let's say we have hundreds of people, hundreds of requests. Out of that, let's consider 30 requests coming per day. Is it possible for a DevOps engineer to configure it? Some errors it will happen. It's really not possible. So what happened? Let's say I will create a script. On Terraform, I will create a script and stating like it will follow the HashiCorp language again. It's a different story. So here what will happen? You write it everything in a script, okay? Then you perform some tests, and your all your services is ready on your console, okay? That's what it will do. So a cloud formation is what? It is an IAC on the AWS. It is limited to AWS, but Terraform is not limited to AWS. It will support GCP, it will support Azure, it will support other cloud platform. Okay. Configuration. Again, configuration is what? Ansible. See, in your interviews, they will not tell you, do you know Ansible? Some HRs will say, they will ask question, do you know configuration tool? Okay. So you must be aware, yes. Okay. Containers, that is Docker and Kubernetes. Prometheus, again for monitoring, they are Prometheus, Grafana, and CloudWatch. And cloud, they are AWS resources. So DevOps tool have given an example. They are again various tool in the market, but not required that you have to know everything. Okay, there are various graduations, but not every person will do tens of hundred, 10 graduation degree. One enough, like that. No need to do all the graduation for us. One is required enough. Be proficient, and your work is done. Right. So it's like that. In depth, I have given what are the plans, examples, and what DevOps engineer do in this. Okay, you can go through that. So, as I said, DevOps engineer made our work easier by automation, by fast delivery, for better collaboration, consistency, continuous monitoring, and here DevSecOps. Again, here you might have confusion. What is DevSecOps? Dev means developer, ops means operation. SEC means security. This person is very much concerned about security, right? So let's say if you are into the, why DevOps is important for you to learn, because faster to the market, more reliable releases, cost effective, and high customer satisfaction and quick debug also will happen. Rollbacks also will happen. That's why DevOps is important to learn. Okay. Average salary between a DevOps engineer will be getting for fresher is 5 to 7, and mid level they will be getting 10 to 20, and senior level 10 to 20 to 40 plus. Okay. Again, depends on your skills, depends on years of experience and how you perform the interview. I have just given a average. Okay. Again, in your career path, you have DevOps as DevOps engineer, SRE, cloud engineer, platform engineer, and DevSecOps. Okay, if you know these roles, you are capable for all these roles. Okay, but each role has some specialty in that. But if you are aware, then you are fit for that role. Okay, and there are different companies which is concentrating on this. Yeah. So again, market value, I said in 2023 it was 10 billion, and 20 in 2000, 2025 we have 15 billion. 2028 it will be 25 billion. Okay, and it is already crossed 40 plus 40% of annual growth in job market. And DevOps is very much important. It's a backbone for cloud adoption. Okay, and very big companies, everyone use DevOps in the correct market. Okay, as we said, as I was asking few people, did you complete this Linux and AWS? Why? Because 99% of your servers will run on your Linux. Okay, why? Because we require for scripting, for containers, and for automation. Okay, and another way is like, for to understand the core knowledge on Docker and Kubernetes, we require Linux, and CLI is also very much important. Okay. Yeah. So again, AWS, as I said, everything will work. DevOps is like completely backbone for AWS. Okay. All the services of AWS we will be using, not all, most of the services. Okay. So these both are brothers, sisters. Okay. Left kidney, right kidney type. Okay. If one is not there, another will be next. We will have less immunity like that. Here also, it's very much important for us to know AWS for DevOps. Okay. Yeah. So I will edit this something, and we will be studying what we are studying, that I'll be sharing in your document, in your notes. Anyone has any doubts so far?
No, Pooja, not till now.
Yeah, that's it for intro part. Okay, so don't worry about prerequisite, what we are going to do, how we are going to do. We will start the class. Okay, it's not for day one, everything you have to know. We have still time for everything. So whatever we are studying, we'll do it in a very clear way. And that way, my support will be there even after the class and before the class. Before means now only started, after the class also. So anything, you can reach me out. Okay, fine. 2 minutes. Any questions I can take up?
Okay. Uh, Pooja, I just wanted to know on this Independence Day, is there any classes as per your
Uh,
like right?
yeah, actually, on 14th, I'm traveling to my home. So I will not take on 14th. 15th, I will take, but 14th, I will not take because I'll be traveling. Evening, I'll be traveling.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And one more thing is, I like let's say 5 days in a week, right? 5 hours. It's not possible to complete the class on time, I said. So I need some time your extra hours also. I'll be telling, pre-intimation. So please join the class and I need your support to complete it on time. So sometime I might ask for 1 to 2 hours extra from the daily classes. That will be on weekends only. No, not to worry, but not on the festival season, not like that. Okay. In between, whenever we are free or not, I'll be telling. Initially, let's pick up for 1 week. Let's get adjusted with each other. Then we can start the extra classes.
Coming
If you all
Saturday,
Yeah.
coming coming Saturday,
no
I
no
will
no
be
no
on leave.
no, not this Saturday, not this weekend, please. I am going home.
I am also going home on coming Saturday. Yes.
Yeah. Yes,
Pooja,
Mahesh.
I just wanted to know,
Yeah.
like, since you are starting the class from this Monday, okay, you have taught till the end of this week, till like Friday. If in case we have some issues or some doubts on the topics, can we ask you on Saturday, Sunday on WhatsApp?
Yeah, you can ask. That's what if I have weekend class also. So I will definitely at least this week I am not completely occupied. After this week you are ready. I'm there, but still you can share your doubts. Once I'm there back, I will do it back. I will definitely revert. You can ask me. Support will be there. No problem. You can ask your doubts. I will clarify. Okay.
Thank you.
Sometimes if delay response come, I'm sorry for that because see, for 1 hour, if some messages come also, I can't see that. Okay. So because I have classes, right? Continuous classes. So
Understandable. Understandable.
yeah, I believe clear. So any doubts, please reach me out so we can wind up the class. Thank you one and all.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.